Okay. Hey guys, thanks so much for joining us tonight. We are just so thankful that you guys are here. Thankful you're taking the time away from your families. We know this can be a busy time, especially if you're a mom, you have kids going to bed. We just really respect you and your time and the sacrifice you guys are making to just learn to see if this opportunity is right for you and your family. So I'm going to jump right in. My name's Lindsay Hay. If you didn't see my story within the page, that's in there. And a few of our other coaches' stories are in there. We all kind of have a different story and different goals with this business. So I'm going to share a few things with you guys, and then I'm going to pass it off to Jackie to share a few things with you guys, and then we're going to hopefully have a little bit of time at the end to answer some questions. We basically have about 35 minutes on this call. We like to just keep it at that so we're not keeping your time. But just to give you a heads up, that's about how long we'll be tonight probably. So we are going to discuss a few things. We're going to let you know about Beachbody, who they are, what we do, how we earn money, how much time it takes, some fees, are there trainings, what happens when you get started, social media, the works. So I might talk fast, but I want to make sure I get it all in for you guys tonight. So first of all, Beachbody is the leading company for in-home fitness programs pretty much in the world. They've been around for years. The company spends millions of dollars on advertising, so most people know about it. Most people have heard of Insanity, P90X, those older, more intense programs, but we have so much more to offer. We truly have programs for any level of fitness, from yoga all the way to super intense like Insanity or our new one, 80-Day Obsession, but stuff that can be done in home. And I feel like, some people prefer the gym, but, some people need to work out at home, and we have what it takes, and these programs actually give results. And the thing with Beachbody, because they've been around so long, there's been thousands upon thousands of success stories that these products can provide, whether it is the fitness program, the supplements, the nutrition. We have a new mindset focused program coming out in the spring to help with just people's mindset towards nutrition and kind of getting out of that diet mentality and just overall wholeness with your health. So I'm super excited just where the company's going and what's happening there. So what we do as coaches, so many people, maybe see what coaches do, and not all coaches are created equal, you guys. We kind of pride ourselves on being different and just being a team that is truly focused on relationships first and foremost. And so kind of the first thing as coaches, what we do is we commit first and foremost to our own health journey, whether that's only physically or whether that's physically, mentally, spiritually. Our overall health is so important. And honestly, you can't be successful if you're not willing to put the time into your own health, because we all know we can't take care of those around us or do good at our job if we aren't taking care of us. And so often we put ourselves on the back burner. So that's the number one thing as coaches, we have to commit to our own health. Secondly, our goal is to share our journey on social media. Guys, this was the scariest thing for me. Total social media stalker here before I started this, never posted. And some of you maybe that follow me now are probably like, oh, really? Because I see you all over social media now. And guys, I had to work up to that. But it has been such a blessing to be, to allow myself to share my life and be vulnerable, because that's what's built relationships with people. And that's where people have come to know me and trust me. And that is truly what we want to do, is we want people to know that we're real people. We are not perfect. We do not strive to be, perfect. We don't strive to have those some people might have six-pack abs, and that's great. But our goal is not to be perfect, but to be real moms, real wives, real workers, nurses, teachers, and just show people that life does not have to be done alone. And so we want to inspire those people. We want to inspire people, and we want to help people who want the accountability. And that's kind of the key thing, is we want to help those who want it. And I'm not going to talk a ton about sales, but I know that's a lot of people's hesitations, is like, am I going to have to make sales to do this? And we do not push sales, because we truly only want to help those that want it. So our first goal is building relationships and providing value to people. And yes, there are sales. There's sales with this, because we offer products that change people's lives, and they're not free. And if anyone wants to change their life, they do have to make some sort of investment. Whether they want to start running, they've got to buy some running shoes. If they want to start eating healthier, they might have to pay a little more for whole foods. There has to be some investment. And so we provide simplified tools for people. And so yes, they cost money, but they are proven to work, and they come with a community. They come with support and a coach. It's not just a product we're selling to someone and we send them on their way and we say, check, I made a sale. We are invested in that person, their life, and their family's life. So as coaches, we also do personal professional development. So whether that is a spiritual development, whether that is working on something that is something maybe you lack, if you're lacking confidence or time management, we are constantly working on those areas that we know we need help with. And then with professional development, social media is always changing. There's new products. We are constantly being provided trainings to keep us up to date. We're never like out there wondering, okay, what's next? I don't know how this works. There's always resources and support. And then our bread and butter kind of what we do, and I think some of you who are on here might have probably been involved in one of these, but they are our virtual challenge groups, our virtual boot camps. We all have different names for them, but that's where we pour into people. That's where we encourage them. That's where we help them on their journeys, whether or not they are showing up every day killing it or whether they're struggling. Like, we are there to support them. I like to call myself a professional encourager. I know a lot of the women on here do too. That our point, we're not professional, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Personal trainers. Some of us are, some aren't, not nutritionists, but that's why we have the tools. The tools are the workouts with trainers and the nutrition plans. All of that is done. So we are here to be the support, to be the accountability, to be that community for women who just maybe have tried over and over to get healthy, but have always done it alone. And we are here to provide that hole for people that's usually missing in their health journey. And then last but not least, we build and train teams. And this is for those who want to build the business to create an income. You can become a coach and enjoy the challenge groups, the virtual boot camps, encourage other people, and also just enjoy the discounts on the products. You don't have to do the building and training the team. That's something for me. I don't know if it's in my story or wherever I've shared it, but I always considered myself a follower. I'm like, I don't have leadership skills. That's not my thing. But it's funny when you step out of your comfort zone and get put in a spot where, okay, like there's people that I could be encouraging here. Like, I've got to step up and learn how to lead. And so my point in saying this is that you don't have to come in here with confidence that you can lead a team of women. None of us started out that way. And we provide these trainings for you. And we provide support to teach you how to do this. You would never be signed up as a coach with one of us and be told to figure it out. Like, we are here to help you do that. And honestly, we are one big team. So we all do things together. It's not like you sign up and maybe you sign up a couple coaches with you and then you're like, I don't know how to lead. No, we will be surrounding you during this journey. Okay, I'm going to keep moving, jumping right into money, because that's kind of the biggest thing people want to know. Like, well, how do you make money if you're not making all these sales? So really, there are quite a few ways that you can earn an income. The two main ways, obviously, you can make commissions off of what you sell. We make 25% commission off of any product, whether that's getting someone set up with our Beachbody On Demand, which is like our Netflix fitness program type thing, or whether it's Shakeology, or our supplements for protein or pre-workout. We have new nutrition bars coming out soon. There's all these tools that we can provide. And if you get someone started with one of those, you make 25%. You also get a 25% discount on any of those products. So, if you want to build a residual income and you wanted to solely do that on sales, you would have to sell a ton. So that's why they created this compensation plan. So it's not solely focused on making sales, but about helping people get results. So the second way that we make money is what we call Team Cycle Bonus. And I'm going to preface this by saying we have a video that you can watch if you want it that will give you the exact numbers, how it cycles and all of that, because I can't do it. Like, numbers just aren't my thing. But how it works is me, myself as a person, I have a circle, a community of people that know me and I can help them. Let's say Jackie is in my circle. She has a circle or a community around her that she can help. And it's a ripple effect. Myself, I can only help so many people. So you build a team and there's two legs. So if any of you are familiar with how compensation plans work, we are on a binary plane. You have a right leg and a left leg, and you build volume on the two legs based on what the women you are training are doing. And that volume cycles every week, and you get paid so much money per volume. The volume you get is from whether it is Beachbody On Demand or Shakeology. Those products have a number assigned to them, and they're worth so much volume. So ultimately, your income will be a direct reflection of how many people you and your team and the women that you are helping, and it's just a ripple effect. So that's kind of my overall thing. Like I said, if anyone wants that video, we can share it in the group, or privately, you just let us know. We also have our compensation plan that you guys can look at as well. I personally am not good with details, so if someone were to show me the compensation plan, I've been like, okay, great, let's do it. But some people love that, and they love the details, so you guys let us know what you need. And then we have quarterly bonuses when you when you hit certain benchmarks within the business. Every quarter there's a certain amount of money that will go out if you've hit that benchmark. So there's a few different bonuses that happen, and we can also give you a list of those. But lastly, before I pass it on to Jackie, I just want to talk about time. I know so many people are either working full-time jobs, or they're very busy at home with little ones, and they just feel like they don't have the time. And people say, well, how much time do I need to commit to this? So what we like to do is train new coaches how to start building their business on an hour a day. And we call it a power hour. Maybe you guys have heard of that before, but we give you tasks to do within an hour. After doing this nearly 5 years, I think maybe 5 years in April, I have come to learn that I have to be honest with people that yes, you can start building a business and get it going on an hour a day, but to maintain and continue to build and to train a team, because once you have women underneath you that you're helping, you're not just helping those women in an accountability group. You are helping other women help other women, and so it does take more of your time. So I personally am working at least 2 to 3 hours per day, sometimes more, sometimes less. I don't usually work on Sundays at all, and maybe just an hour or so on Saturday, but that I still work part-time hours and bring in a full-time income. So I just want to be honest that yes, you can start working this. So many people start this at a full-time job, and they put in the hour a day and build it. And from there, you can build onto that. So I never want someone to think, well, I can build a six-figure business only working 1 hour a day. Like, it does take more than that. But when you get started, that's all it takes, is an hour to get things up and running. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and pass it on to Jackie. So Jackie, you go ahead and take over.
Can you hear me? Okay, so for those of you who don't know me, I'm Jackie. I'm one of Lindsay's coaches, and I'm just going to talk to you about what happens if you get started. So the first thing that you're going to do is talk to your coach. So whoever invited you here, because they're going to be your mentor. I had a weird accent when I said that. Anyway, they're going to be the person to kind of just be right there beside you, and answer any questions you have, talk through it with you to see if this is the best decision for you. And then they're going to be the ones to get you started, signed up. One of the first things you're going to do is get into, if you're not already, into a challenge group. Because like Lindsay said, part of this job is committing to a healthy lifestyle. And so they're going to be your health and fitness coach too. Then the next thing is that you are going to get trained right from the start from us as a team. Like she said, we do this stuff together. Yes, it's your business, but we really work as a team, and we continue that training throughout. One of the really amazing things is that our team is part of a top team in this company, and so you have access to all of their trainings too, and they're pretty amazing. Okay, and then, sorry, I've got notes I'm looking at. The other thing too is that with, and we'll talk a little bit more about the cost involved to signing up, but with that cost, Beachbody builds for you, creates for you a website. You don't have to worry about doing any of that on your own. And with that comes training from them, which is really great as well. And they cover everything from building a team to how to build a network. If that's something that you're concerned about, like, I don't have a ton of followers. I don't think any of us started out with a ton of followers. hosting groups like how to run a fit camp, how to run a challenge group, and then product education too, which is always important. Then the best part, at least in my opinion, and I'm going to try not to cry when I talk about this, but you gain a family. And that is probably my biggest takeaway from this. These ladies have, like, there's several of them I haven't even met in person, but they feel like family to me. They're going to be your biggest supporters, biggest encouragers, prayer warriors on this team. So that's the biggest takeaway for me. So fees. The fee to start up is $39.95, but most people don't pay that because that gets waived with your challenge pack, which are your tools to getting healthy. So that is your program, which most people just do Beachbody on demand instead of buying DVDs all the time. And then Shakeology comes with that as well. So then that fee is waived and you get to sign up for free. And then the only other fee that you would pay is a $15.95 a month fee. But I like to tell people that I don't even look at that as a fee because you get a 25% discount by paying that. I save about $19 a month, I think, on my shakes. So totally worth it. And that's it. Those are the fees you have to pay to be a coach. Lindsay, I don't know. Did you want me to talk, like, I know you touched on a little bit about some of the hesitations, like pushing sales and stuff. How are we on time?
I think we're good on time. And if some people have some questions, again, you guys can type in the chat. But yeah, we never lead any conversation with sales. I don't know. Do you have anything you want to add about it?
Yeah, I have notes. I just wanted to make sure we're still good on time.
I think we're good. Go for it.
Okay. So like she talked about, we don't push sales. That was a big hesitation for me because I just wasn't comfortable with that. But our goal truly is helping other people. So we do that through sharing our own stories and really just setting an example. And like she said, we focus on building relationships with people. And there are people that I've been able to support and encourage that they've never bought anything from me. And I'm okay with that because that's what we're about, is helping people where they're at. So the other thing too is we want to know a need first, because we are truly like helping them minded. And so we want to know what their need is. Not everybody is ready to start with all of it. They may just need a simple yoga program. So it really is about getting to know people before we offer those recommendations and support. We don't put any kind of orders in. There's no quota, anything like that. We don't stock product. Beachbody takes care of all that for us. What we do is we inspire, connect, listen, recommend, help, and then repeat. Okay. And then I think I touched on network. A lot of people are worried that they don't have a lot of followers. Like I said, I don't think any of us started out with a ton of followers, but we teach you how to build that community of your people, your tribe. And I can just tell you that for me, that is another big thing too, is that I've met so many people who've become, like just the other day, I was telling Lindsay and one of the other girls on our team, I had the opportunity to invite someone to church, and it was a mom who, her story is so similar to mine. She's a special needs mama with 2 boys, the exact same ages. I never would have met her had it not been for this. So we really teach you to build a community of like-minded people, your people. And you just do that through being you. That's all. I mean, and that can be kind of scary, but it's worth it. No need to be fit. I started my journey 30 pounds overweight, and that was super scary. I'm known in this tribe as the coach who hates to work out, and I still don't enjoy it, but I've learned to love it because of what it's given me. And really what I found is that people relate better to you when you start coaching from day one, because they get to watch your progress, and they don't look at it as more of comparison, but you're inspiring and it's attainable to them because they've seen you go through the ups and downs, and then they get to trust you. So they want you to be there for them. No certifications. We leave that to the trainers to Autumn and all them. But what we do is we cheer them on. We hold them accountable. We push people towards their own personal goals. And then we just believe in them, because I think that's what most people are lacking. So that's all I had.
Perfect. Thank you so much. So I don't know if you guys have any specific questions. You can either unmute yourself. Don't be scared. Y'all, we're weird and crazy on this team, so bring it. Unmute yourself, or if you want to type in the chat bar, you can also do that. I had a few questions from some women I was talking to personally. I'll maybe just address some of those unless someone stops me. Does anyone have anything off the top of their head right now? You can like wave your hand. I don't see any like fast movements. So I had someone ask specifically, can I do this working full time, which we kind of did address. We have women who are working 12-hour shifts as nurses. We have teachers. We have nurses working office jobs. We have stay-at-home moms. So the thing is, we just work with you personally and kind of talk to you with what's your schedule? What does it look like? Where can you make a workout happen? Where can you make 30 minutes to connect with some women? So whether that's over a lunch hour or whether that is early mornings. Guys, a lot of us aren't morning people, but we've learned that that's just how this kind of has to work, especially if you're a mom or, you know, our time is not our time. It's our kids' time or it's our job's time. And so we have to make it a priority. Some of us will do it after the kids go to bed or during nap time, or just put in a little extra time on the weekends if our weeks are busy. So it absolutely can be done full time. Most coaches who are successful in this business and who have left their jobs absolutely started working full time, because I mean, you're needing an income. You still have an income, and businesses take time to grow. So it's totally doable. And I just want you all to know that, because I think a lot of you are probably working already right now. So I had someone ask, is this possible to do if you're an introvert? The majority of our team, like, yes. Being in big groups exhausts us. But so there's something about being on social media and this connection that you can get from people by still being at home and in your PJs, you guys. Like, it's pretty legit. But absolutely can be done as an introvert. So many, yeah. Business on top, party on the bottom. No. What, is that right? Yeah, party on the bottom. Sleeping time on the bottom. Anyways, I told y'all we were kind of weird. But anyways, yes, tons of introverts within here. You do a lot of, I don't want to say self-reflection, but you learn a lot about yourself when you step out of your comfort zone. And so it's really cool. I've always told people, like, these past 4.5 years, I've changed more as a person than I feel like in my whole life, and for the better. I'm not saying it's all roses, but for the better, because I've learned when you're serving other people and you're working with people, you learn a lot about yourself too. So, and then someone asked, are there monthly meetings or quotas? Which Jackie said there's no monthly quotas. Monthly meetings, we have team calls twice a month. We do them every other Monday, where we just come together. We either do a training, or we just get together and ask questions and share best practices. And then there are trainings from Beachbody in general, from our team, our top team. We have tons of incredible trainings from some really successful coaches. So it's at your fingertips. And everything is always recorded, because we know not every time will work for everyone. We usually do our team meetings at this time on Monday nights, 8:30 Central Standard Time. And yeah, I think those are the questions I had written down. Does anyone else have any questions before we in this? No, and you all can ask us privately. Crystal, she's pointing. Oh, I see one. What is the upfront? Is that what you were pointing to? What is the upfront fee to start coaching, and what do you get with that fee? So you can start with $39.95. That can make you a coach. But most people don't pay that. They actually just buy the tools they need to start on their journey. So get a fitness program and their Shakeology or a supplement to get started. So our challenge packs, you can reach out. We have different levels of those, but we always suggest you get started with the tools you need. If you're someone that already has what you need, you're already in like a boot camp or a fit camp, you can still get that fee waived if you've bought a challenge pack in the past. So what you get with that, you do get like a business startup kit, I think, that Beachbody sends you, but that's terrible that I don't even know what's in it. We set up, whoever invited you, we will give you your next steps and chat with you and either set up a call or give you your next steps via email, however it works for you. Do you have to use products to be a coach? That's a really good question. Yes, plain and simple, I guess, is the easiest way to say it, because we like to, basically what we say is be a product of the product. We have to show people that what we're providing and the tools we provide work. And if we're not using them, then you can't promote something that you're not using, if that makes sense. So we've all on here that our coaches have had success with these products. And for us to be using them, we can better help other people as well, because we can relate and let them know, this is how I worked with that product, or this is how that workout program is, what you need for it. So we are well-versed now. When we started, we weren't well-versed on all the products, but you slowly learn them. So with this specific opportunity, you do need to, use these products, even if it's just the fitness program that we provide. So I hope that answered it. I'm gonna make sure I didn't miss another question over here. Did that answer you guys' questions, Emily and Melissa? I hope that did. Yes, thank you. Okay, perfect. Awesome. Okay, are there any other questions? So basically the next steps from here, if you guys still have questions, I want you guys, like if you don't want to let us all know your questions here, reach out to whoever invited you to this, send them a private message, give them a text, and say, hey, I'm still a little leery on this. Guys, it is so normal to have fears and hesitations. None of us were like, heard about this and we're like, I'm signed up, I'm there, I'm there. Like, we had fears and hesitations. We wanted to take time to think it over and pray about it. But then there's some people on here that are like, I just knew, I was just ready and I just jumped. So however you feel is normal right now. So don't let that scare you. And so I want you guys to reach out to whoever invited you, talk with them, let them know if you're ready to get signed up. And if you are, then they will. If you guys haven't discussed your own fitness goals, that's kind of the first thing, is like seeing, okay, so what do you need to get your health on track or to start your own journey? And you kind of go from there. So we have a new coach training for any new coaches that want to start at the beginning of each month. So February 20th. So basically February is short, guys. I was talking to people the other night and I'm like, I don't know how many days are in February. But anyways, the beginning of March, we have a new coach training. So it is best to get signed up as soon as possible if you're wanting to get involved in that, because you can kind of take time to learn a few things before you start your training. Oh, go. Someone said something.
I was just going to say, especially because this month, like, even if you're like, I just want to kind of maybe put my toes in and maybe just get started and think about coaching, this month the challenge pack is on sale.
Yes, thank you. So, thank you for that point.
I just like to save money. I don't know if anyone else does.
Yes, we're budget babes here. Yeah, so all the packages to get signed up to waive that coach fee are on sale this month. So I'm so glad you mentioned that, Jackie. And yeah, it's just good to get started, kind of get your feet wet and learn a few things before you get started in the new coach training. And all that is a private group on Facebook. It's usually pretty small with you and your coach, but we do it as a team. So you would see most of us in there, and we just give you basically a post each day that teaches you something about the business and gives you action steps. And that's just the best way to get started as a coach. Just so you know, once that's done, it's only a 10-day training, but once that's done, we have what we call success pods, and they are just private Facebook message groups with people who either started when you did or have similar goals. And that way we are all in contact, discussing what we're struggling with, discussing, okay, like this went this way, how would you guys handle it? So you are never alone, even after you finish that new coach mentorship. So I hope that covers everything. If anyone has any more questions, like I said, please feel free to reach out to whoever invited you. And yeah, we hope we covered everything for you guys tonight. So does anyone have anything to add before I end the call? I just see smiles. Okay. Thank you guys so much again for hopping on. We hope this was helpful, and we will hopefully talk to y'all soon.